Hey guys, today's video is going to be a book review of Star Wars Bloodline by Claudia Gray, which I've been wanting to read for ages. Just a long time. And, well, now I've finally got it read. And I want to talk about it. Star Wars Bloodline follows Princess Leia Organa as she faces turmoil in the Senate in between the events of Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens. So episode 6 and 7, the last of the original trilogy and the first of the sequel trilogy. The Senate and the worlds of the New Republic in general have really split themselves into populist and centrist, where the populists are all about worlds sort of doing their own thing and not having more than a sort of loose alliance, effectively, and the centrists being all about central authority, and a lot of them are kind of empire loyalists in some way or other. Leia is on the populist side. She is a pretty moderate person in that, but she is chosen a side. Bloodline is probably the best Star Wars book I've read in a while, and I've read quite a few pretty good ones, so this is saying something. There's lots of really interesting political situations that the main characters are all put in, because Leia is having to deal with the stagnant politics of the New Republic, and she's having to sort of wade her way through that, as well as just the fact that it's all become so polarized. Now, where have we seen that before? The characterization of Leia is really strong in this book. It's just a really well-written book from her perspective. Well, mainly from her perspective, but also from the perspective of her chief of staff, Greer Sonnel, her political rival frenemy-ish, Ransom Casterfo, and a pilot in the New Republic's military that works with Leia quite a lot, Joff Seastriker. There's a lot of just really interesting stuff from that. Plus, we get a whole bunch of stuff from the perspective of Carice Sindian, who is another sort of rival-ish to Leia's political sort of station. The book just has so much interesting situations that really set up the things in Force Awakens incredibly well. Unfortunately, by virtue of the way that the sequel trilogy went, because this was just published before the second film, it kind of got all thrown out the window by the other two. So mostly more by Rise of Skywalker, which I just... you saw my review of it. I didn't enjoy it. It wasn't a good film. In the end, the book is quite tragic and really does just set up the start of The Force Awakens. It's really... If we'd had, basically, this book as a movie, we would have had so much better stuff for just all of the sequel trilogy, but unfortunately, they didn't do that. They went in different directions. But this book is just really good. I really enjoyed it. It's probably one of the best Star Wars pieces of content that got ignored because it's not one of the films. There's some stuff in this book that definitely could have been expanded more in both the films and in itself. The reaction of Ben to the news, the reveal that's later on in the book. But, I mean, that's just the way of the sequel trilogy. It does a lot that doesn't really get put across, if that makes sense. Anyway, overall, it's a good book. I really recommend it. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought of this book if you've read it. Love to know, so let me know down there. I hope that you enjoyed this video and that you remember to like and share it and subscribe to my channel. Click on the thumbnails over there to see other videos by me, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!